Everyone, Vito's A32 back with another deck review. This is the latest, and I don't know, I think it might be the last from Lux Playing Cards. I think they're calling it a day. I'm not sure. I think I saw somewhere that they said this is the last deck. Anyways, it is the Bicycle Romeo Juliet Playing Cards, the Montague versus Capulet deck. There is another one. It's an unbranded tuck case, a red color. It looks like it could be a Shakespeare book. When you look at the cover of this, or when you look at this tuck case, it looks like an actual book. Similar artwork featuring the balcony scene, but it's actually by a different artist. And it says Shakespeare on top. It's not Bicycle brand. It's very nice though. I like it. But I didn't get it because it's the same cards. Obviously, it's inspired by Shakespeare, by Romeo Juliet. It says Bicycle on top, Romeo Juliet playing cards. Or Romeo and Juliet, I should say, and then Lux playing cards at the bottom. You see the famous balcony scene there, Romeo down there. Juliet's on the balcony. Nice architecture there from that time period. It says Romeo and Juliet on one side, and on the other top, it says, it's hard to read, but actually it says, these violent delights have violent ends. The bottom, you see the Lux playing card logo, Bicycle trademark stuff. Says it's produced by Brian Sloan. And the back, you see some nice artwork. This is basically part of the back design you see in here. We're going to do that in just a bit. These cards are actually designed by Virginie Carquin. And this tuck case is actually designed by Nam Tibon. The other tuck case is designed, I guess, by Virginie. I'm not too sure. The seal is a stamp type seal that has Shakespeare's image on it. Nice little artwork details on the flap, and same with these ones. Just a standard bicycle tuck case though. Inside, first of all, you get a card. It says Montague versus Capulet, and it tells you who every court card in Ace is. Lux playing cards logo at the bottom. You also get a double backer. I don't know how much use you get out of it in this card. The back design actually features the crests, the family crest of the Capulets and the Montagues. You see the lion in there, I guess, and some other details. It's very nice. Bit of a worn out look to it, which you see in the faces as well. These cards have metallic inks and apparently a B stock. I'm just trying to get all the information. The Jokers, they feature the scene of Romeo and Juliet. Romeo entering, here we go, the tomb. It says Joker at top, where Juliet rests. And there you see her dead. And obviously he's going to commit suicide right away. Anyways, let's get on with it. The Ace of Spades, it features Shakespeare himself. I like this artwork, the background they did on the faces of all these cards. Not sure why they have suit indicators on the ace, but that's fine. Not a big deal. It's just kind of weird. The Ace of Hearts features Romeo and Juliet. All the hearts. The spades, they feature the minor characters. We'll get into it a bit, like the nurse. The hearts feature the main characters. And then the diamonds are the Montagues, and the clubs are the Capulets. So there you go, Romeo and Juliet. This one, Ace of Clubs, features the Capulet crest, which is the lion. It actually made it so the... Let me see here. I wrote this down somewhere. The Capulets are represented by the lions, which are the felines. Feline. Lion, feline. And here we see the Ace of Diamonds. It represents the... the Montagues, and it has the Montague crest, which is represented by a wolf, which is a canine. So they got felines versus canines, Capulets versus Montagues. They've made everything different for both families. You'll see more of that in a bit. So, put those away. Let's look at the other court cards. So Jack here is the apothecary, who's the guy who... He didn't want to sell the poison to Romeo and Juliet, but he needed to make the money. He needed the money, so he did. Kind of felt guilty about that, I guess. The Queen is the nurse who I wrote down somewhere some information. C is the nearest to the Capulets. And then the king is Friar Lawrence, who it says was an honorable but naive guy. Unfortunately, I read Romeo and Juliet when I was in high school. That was about 20 years ago. 20 years ago at least. I don't remember much about it. I mean, I know the basic story, the romance and the suicides and whatnot. I think most people know that, but I don't remember all the details about all the characters. We get to the hearts. The Jack of Hearts is William Shakespeare himself. He's writing. Here we get Juliet. She's holding that dagger. I guess he commits suicide with. And then here we get Romeo, and he's holding the poison. Here we get Tybalt, who is with the Capulets, and I wrote down that he's known as the Prince of Cats, and he's apparently a vicious fighter. And I do remember something about a fight with him and somebody else. Queen of Clubs is Lady Capulet. None of these people are apparently very nice people. King of Clubs is, of course, Lord Capulet. You get to the Jack of Diamonds, it's Mercutio, who is a friend of the family. I think he was the guy who got involved in the fight. This is, of course, Lady Montague and Lord Montague. Now, if you compare them, of course, you got red suit and the black suit. That's one difference. The canine versus feline. They are actually facing the same direction, but they got different colored outfits as well. One's got red. The other's got green. It's very nice. They try to, make them different from one to the other. You see the cards all have that nice background and a bit of a worn out look to them. Nice number cards. Everything's completely custom. I apologize if this video is a bit long, but there's lots of info to get in there. Printed by USB-C. Bicycle stock and finish. Erica's and finish. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It's a B stock with metallic inks. I don't know where you see too much metallic inks, but apparently there's metallic inks. I don't know where they are, unless they didn't do that. But that's what it says on the project. And that's that. At least it says it's a B stock. To me, it kind of just feels like a bicycle stock. I don't know if they ended up changing that. It doesn't really feel too thick or anything like you'd expect it would be. One thing I noticed is they actually made it so that the number cards, at least some of them, were actually reversible. You see the pips, they all face one direction and the other direction. Whatever, they're reversible, which is nice for a change. Overall, the back design on this one, I like it. 5 out of 5. I like how they incorporate all these details and the Montagues and the Capulets and the crests in there. The faces also very nice. Very nicely done. 5 out of 5. Handling wise, it says it's a B stock. I guess it could be. I'm just trying to shuffle the cards here and I noticed that. I don't know. It could be a B stock. It says it's supposed to be. I'll say 4 3/4 out of 5. Overall, 5 out of 5. I like it. You can check out both different tuck cases and decks at collectiblepointcards.com. Use the code VJOSE to save 10% on your order. Links and discount codes down below. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this deck. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I like it. Definitely go check it out.